Taking a look at the stats through the first two sets, despite Wake Forest's 2-0 lead, this feels fairly even, but the big difference maker has been Wake Forest's ability to secure kills.
Yeah, it feels even because these rallies are pretty exciting, right? We've got some really good defense happening, but Wake Forest is being able to capitalize and finish these rallies out, something that Coach Holzmeier said they wanted to take away from that Alabama match when it went to 5 sets. They wanted to learn how to finish those sets, and it helps that you have some home court advantage here.
This is their first match at Reynolds Gym this season. And it's safe to say they're feeding off the energy from this crowd. They are so excited to have these Demon Deacons back at home. I think he might be the most excited of the bunch.
I want one of those hats. That looks fun.
That's been a craze recently, the big hats.
Yeah.
I've seen them more so in baseball than anything else, but
right.
Hey, volleyball could be making a fashion statement. Big hats are for them too.
Trendsetters out here at Wake Forest.
Jackie Barden takes over serve to get this third set underway. Davidson has their backs against the wall. They need this to keep this match alive. And there's no better way to start than by acing these Demon Deacons. That's only Davidson's second service ace today. Both teams have been clean on their serve receives through the first 2 sets and change. Joust at the net. Hawkins cleans it up.
That's 6'3" right there. That is length, athleticism, and most of all, timing. Getting up there, pushing that ball down, directing it straight down for the kill.
1-1 to open this third set. Wake Forest, after a devastating 3-2 loss to Alabama in the ACC-SEC showdown at the net just 2 days ago, hopes for a big start to the Wake Forest Invitational.
Looks like Riley Whitekettle was in the net there. Davidson getting the point.
At the midway point of non-conference play, Coach Holzmeier talked to us about these learning moments, understanding how to finish matches. This is a perfect tool for them to figure things out with the ACC gauntlet coming up at the end of this month.
Especially with all these new faces, right? We just saw miscommunication for the Demon Deacons right there. When you have these impact transfers, you have the returners, and you have some freshmen come in here, you want to give them time to play together.
Whitekettle beats the double block. Sungaila was in position initially, but Whitekettle knocked her off her feet on that swing.
Whitekettle played in 2 sets against Alabama last week, or earlier this week on Wednesday. Had 0 kills. Now she's coming out here correcting those mistakes. Team high 7 kills tonight.
And what stands out about it, she's hitting over 500, 7 kills on 11 total attempts. She's been efficient. Withy runs into a brick wall. Sanaa Williams scuffs her at the net.
Williams had 9 blocks against Alabama, and here she is doing it again, and that's tough. You know, we have that bump set, the ball's in the air a long time, and Williams is able to track it down, puts up a big wall, and directs the ball away.
Davidson wrestles the lead back on the Wake Forest service error. 4-3 through the first 7 points of the third set. The Demon Deacons know, despite a 2-0 lead, this match is far from over. They were on the other side of this a couple nights ago. What a dig from Adley Grissett, the freshman. But can't come up with a repeat effort. Williams levels the third set for Wake Forest.
Williams on offense and defense here. We talked about her blocking capabilities, but she's got 4 kills tonight, and it's credit to Wake Forest for being able to get in system. That way you can have those quick sets, those tempo sets to get your middles involved.
Nothing has separated Davidson and Wake Forest. 8 points through this third set. An attack error gives the lead right back. Wake Forest ahead 5-4. Paige Crawford back to serve once again. Songaila can't fight through the double block. What a dig from Farrell, but Davidson can reset with a free ball. Melanie Tillis this time ends the rally. Davidson pulls even, 5-5.
It's been a while before we've seen this Wildcat offense get their middles going, and look at what can happen when you can have a fast set like that. Tillis being able to get that nice set and beautiful timing for the jam.
Really, Davidson sees every position as a position of strength, but Coach Willis talked about how strong his three middles are. That's just the first time we've called Tillis's name, though. But she's having an immediate impact. This time, it's Jackie Barden picking up the kill. Davidson back ahead 6-5.
Take a look at this from the outside. A beautiful time to set, a nice long approach, huge hole in that block for the kill.
The service error has us level again at 6. Wake Forest won the first set 25-20 before going on a run to end the second set 25-14. Can they finish the job for a straight set win to open the Wake Forest Invitational?
Again, Davidson really challenging Wake Forest's defense right now with their middle play, being able to move that ball around at the top of the tape.
Tillis has come on and had an immediate impact. Feels like Davidson's attack has been a lot more organized since she's checked in. But there's no denying a swing like that. Olivia Fish just hammered it straight down along the near antenna.
Almost hitting that attack line right there. Her vertical getting up, her closing down. Let's take another look because holy cow, the power from Olivia Fish drilling that ball down line, reading the block so well.
Davidson reclaims the advantage. Another Wake Forest service error in this third set has the Wildcats up 8-7.
Yeah, that's that tough balance, right? Wake Forest with 6 service errors, but they have 4 aces. They want to serve aggressive, but you also want to keep momentum on your side of the net.
Kinsey Smith restarts play. Grissett tees up Barden. The double block keeps the point going. Barden again. This time she finds the open space. Davidson has a 2-point lead for the first time in this set. It's been back and forth to open this third set. But this feels like an opportunity for Davidson to pick up some separation. Lagita off the net, took a deflection and backspins in.
We haven't said her name this set so far. Lagita coming in there, just that ball dancing around the top of the tape for the kill. Great way to stop that momentum, or shift that momentum to Wake Forest side.
Thus far, Wake Forest hasn't needed her to get going to build out this lead, but she's a player they will rely on heavily come ACC play. Davidson once again creates separation. They're up 10-8.
This is actually such a hard attack from Songaila because you have to track that ball from the back row, and the timing on that one to be able to have an aggressive swing and not straight down. She cuts it to that end line, really throwing off Emma Farrell, which is hard to do.
for Davidson's serve. Wake Forest has elected to use a challenge. It's been nip and tuck throughout this third set. Coach Holzmeier understands how important these points are. The call on the court stands. Davidson's lead remains 10-8, but that felt like a chance to swing the momentum.
They're just making sure that your back row attacker actually attacks in the back row. You can't jump in front of that attack line.
That call was upheld by the slimmest of margins, too. She turned her foot just enough. But that challenge may have just fired this Wake Forest team up. Riley Whitekettle brought a motivated swing on that last point.
Coach Holzmeier said it best when it comes to Whitekettle. She brings a new level of physicality to build upon, and that is physical. The power she brings from the right side, bringing that arm down, that'll fire up your team.
That swing felt like it had a little more mustard behind it. That killed her 8th. Williams tools off the block. Wake Forest has fought back to an even 10-10 score.
You've got 3 Demon Deacons now with 6 kills, or over 6 kills, at least 6 kills. Now a very balanced attack for this Wake Forest squad.
Withy tries the tip, and Wake Forest can't snuff it out. After Wake Forest pulled away for a 9-point win in set 2, Davidson took advantage of the intermission. They looked rejuvenated in set 3. Crawford, Grissett can't handle it.
Paige Crawford does such a nice job of just taking what the defense is giving her, reading that block, finding the seam, drilling that ball down with such speed and precision. Coach Holzmeier happy to have her back.
She's led this Wake Forest team in kills each year she's been here. She's been their top server as well, led the team in aces each of the last 2 years. And she's a foundation for building this first-year coach's squad. Crawford again. How about that?
And it's so awesome when your good players are your leaders as well, right? Because what they say holds a lot more weight. It's what coaches have talked to us about. You know, when Paige Crawford speaks, she also speaks by her actions, like the big kill like that, targeting that deep back corner in zone 1. People listen to her.
Withy this time off the tip. And we are level at 12. Talk about another captain stepping up. This time it's Anna Withy. Samu floats it over. Crawford. Sangaila lays out. The back set for Olivia Murphy. Wake Forest ahead 13-12.
Olivia Murphy being able to cut that, being able to get around the block and keep that ball in, just quality kill from Olivia Murphy.
She's just one component of a balanced Wake Forest attack tonight. That's her 5th kill. Wake Forest has 4 players with at least 6. Tillis finds some space behind the attacking line. 13 all. Melanie Tillis has come alive in this third set.
Yeah, and that's the difference, right? Davidson trying out a couple different players, using that depth to their advantage, bringing in a player like Tillis to spark some energy.
That's one of the nice things about non-conference play. You can try out different lineup combinations, different personnel alignments, and you can figure out what works before the gauntlet of your conference schedule. Samu leaves for Tillis, but right at Baker. Lagita. There is Sungaila. Hawkins brings Wake Forest to 15. Nothing has separated Wake Forest and Davidson in this third set, but the Demon Deacons hold a 15-13 edge at the break.